Students, Assalamu alaikum. Today we will start our chapter number 2 of mathematics, system of the real number and exponents and variable. This is the basic chapter of the mathematics, algebra as well as mathematical or mental mathematics. This chapter consists of the following laws. Number 1, laws of exponent. We know that in mathematics many of the variables or many of the number contain the power, this which is known as the exponent. Now the law number 1, law of product of the powers. When the two numbers having the same base and different powers, we always added these powers. Rule number 1, laws of product of the powers. That means a multiplied by a raised to power m multiplied by a raised to power n. Therefore, laws of product of power means a raised to power m plus n. That means bases are same, powers are added. Simply this law we remember as bases are same, so both the numbers contain the base a and exponent m and n. Therefore, according to the first law, a raised to power m plus n. This is very simple law. And number 2, the law of power of a product. That means that two numbers multiplied in a bracket having a single power. That means both the numbers, either the variables or numeric value, having the power. The example is a multiplied by b raised to power m. That means a raised to power m multiplied by b raised to power m. Again, law of power of a product. That means that two numbers are multiplied by each other having the power m or any variable. That means we should write as a raised to power m multiplied by b raised to power n, which is known as the law of power of product. Now exercise number 2.1, which is not very important, but here in this exercise only the two numbers, rational numbers and irrational numbers, are introduced. A rational number is a number in which a divided by b, but b or a is not equals to 0. A upon b. The rational number having the recurring decimal fractions. Okay, that means 3.
2 upon 3 means 0.66666. That means 6 is the non-recurring decimal fractions, is an irrational number. Bas.
But if we divide 2 multiplied by 3, the answer comes as 0.33333 and so on. That means infinite decimal fraction, the numbers which consist of the infinite decimal fraction is known as irrational numbers. Now come to the exercise number 2.2, question number 1. Very easy question. Write the base and exponent of the following numbers. Question number 1, 7 raised to power 15. That means 7 comes below the 15 is known as base, and 15 is comes over the 7 known as exponent or power. If any number or any variable in which the lower number is known as base and the upper number is known as power or exponent. Question number 2, minus 189 raised to power 10. That means minus 189 is a negative term and it is the lower number, therefore it is known as the base number, and 10 comes over the minus 189, which is known as the exponent. Now the question number 3 of this question, do yourself. It is a single line question. Now the question number 2, decide which of the following are positive or negative real number. The exponent of the number is very carefully we use and which decide either the number is positive or negative. For example, question number 2, part number 1, 8 raised to power 44. That means 8 is exponent, 8 is base and 4 is exponent. If any number, listen me carefully, if any number, either the negative or positive term having the exponent even number 2, 4, 8, 16 divisible by 2, that means it always gives us a positive answer, a positive real number we obtained. Again I repeat, if any number, either the negative or positive term contain the even exponent power, is always a positive real number. If a number is negative, just like question number 2, minus 113 raised to power 107. Minus 113 is a negative term, but it contains the power 107. The power 107 is an odd number. That means if a negative term contains the exponent odd numbers, is always give us a negative real number. If the negative term contains the power or exponent even number, it always gave us the positive real number. So these 3 questions of the exercise, question 2.2, question number 2. Just few minutes, I write the answer of this question. Just wait. Okay, now question number 2, I repeat again and listen me carefully and try to understand. Decide which of the following are positive or negative real number. Decision of a positive or the negative real number depend on the exponent or the terms. The part 1, 8 raised to power positive. That means if any positive numbers or variable contain the even power or odd power, the answer is always a positive. Again, if 8 raised to power 4 means 8 is base and 4 is exponent, the exponent is either the even or the odd, but the term is positive, the answer is always a positive real number. Now number 2 question, minus 113 raised to power 107. The term is negative because the negative sign comes inside the bracket, minus 130. The exponent is 107. The last digit of the 107 is 7, therefore it is an odd number. If any negative terms contain the odd exponent, always give us an answer negative terms or negative real number. Now number 3 question, again a negative numbers or negative variable is given, minus 912, but the power is 108. That means it is an even power, so it always gave us the answer positive. But minus comes out of the bracket, but 1000 raised to power 5 means 1000 is a positive integer or positive real number. It contains the odd powers. It gave the answer positive, but it multiplied by the externally negative present sign, so the answer is negative. The last one, minus 25 raised to power 3. That means first minus come outside the bracket and the second one come inside the bracket. That means the term is minus 25 or any negative variable. Contain the power 3 means odd number. So first, the power of the minus 25 raised to power 3 gave us the answer minus, and this minus multiplied by the external minus, the answer come as minus minus positive answer. So these are the two base laws. Now question number 3 of the exercise, which is the correct way of finding the value of 38 multiplied by 83 raised to power 9. There are two possible chances we have to find the value of this. Number 1, we first multiply 38 by 83 and then 9th power of the number. This is the wrong way and absolutely wrong and always wrong, because if any numbers come or having the exponent, first we find the power of the exponent of that number and then we multiply. Therefore, the second one is the correct way. That means we first find the 9th power of 83. 83 multiplied 83, 83, 83, 83 9 times, and then we multiplied by 38. The second one is the correct answer. Now come to the question number 4. Minus 91 raised to power 4. That means first we expand this term. How many exponents we have? 4. Base is minus 91. Therefore we multiply minus 91 4 times. Minus 91, minus 91, minus 91, minus 91. That means first multiply minus and minus, plus, plus minus, minus, and minus, minus, plus. And it is the easiest way. Minus 91 is a negative term which consists of the power 4, as we discussed in question number 2. If any negative term contain the power even number, the answer is always a positive. Therefore, if we multiply 91 4 times, 91, 91, 91, 91, and then give the answer. Okay student, I think question number 4 is clear now. Now come to the question number 5. First we look at the question. 5 raised to power 4 multiplied by 5 raised to power 2. Both the numbers are multiplied having the same base 5. Therefore, according to the law, bases are same, powers are added. So 5 raised to power 4 plus 2, that means 5 raised to power 6. That means 5 multiplied 6 times itself. 5 multiply by 5, multiply by 5, multiply by 5, multiply by 5, and multiply by 5. Then you write the answer. Now come to the question number 6. A raised to power 4, A raised to power 3, and A raised to power 8. These three terms having the same base A. We write the A once and the exponents are added. 4 plus 3 plus 8. The answer comes as A raised to power 15. We do not multiply it because it is a simple variable and variable is not multiplied, but only we write the exponent above the variable. Now come to the question number 7. A multiplied by B square multiplied by C power 3 multiplied by B raised to power 3 multiplied by A raised to power 5 and multiplied by C raised to power 2. That means all the same variables are we write collectively. A raised to power, nothing means A having the power 1, another A contain the power 5, we added A 1 plus 5, multiplied by B raised to power 2 and B raised to power 3, so B raised to power 2 plus 3, then C raised to power 3 and C raised to power 2. Now A raised to power 6, B raised to power 5, C raised to power 5. The answers. Okay, now come to the question number 8, and from the question number 8, the law of the power of a product. That means the question number 8 contain two numbers in a bracket, 8 multiplied by 3 having the same power 4. That means if we expand this 8 raised to power 4 and multiply by 3 raised to power 4. 8 power 4 means 8 multiplied itself 4 times and 3 multiplied 4 times itself, and then you write the answers. 8 raised to 8 multiplied by 3. Another way, first we multiply by 8 into 3 come as 24, and 24 having the power 4. So therefore, if we multiply 24 4 times, we has obtained the same answer. Question number 9, similar question, but both the terms in the bracket are in negative, -4 multiplied by -5 raised to power 3. Both the numbers in the bracket are negative, therefore we multiply minus into minus, the answer comes as plus, either the power negative or positive. 4 into 5 raised to power 3, that means 4 raised to power 3, 5 raised to power 3. 4 multiplied itself 3 times and 5 multiplied itself 5 times, 3 times. The answer comes as 64 multiplied by 125. One student, now come to the question number 10 of the exercise. A multiplied by B raised to power 15. That means the two terms A and B having the same power, therefore we expanded A raised to power 15 multiplied by B raised to power 15. These two numbers are variable, therefore we do not expand. Furthermore, the answer is A15 multiplied by B15. Now come to the question number 11. In question number 11, 3xy. 3 is a numeric value. X and y are the variables having the power 3. That means law of power of a product means 3 raised to power 5, x raised to power 5, y raised to power 5. X and y are the variable having the power 5, but 3 having the power 5 means 3 multiplied itself 5 times. The answer comes as 243. Now the last question, 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by x and y. That means there are two numbers 3 and 5 having the power 14. 3 raised to power 14, 5 raised to power 14. The power is very large, therefore we do not expand the numbers. And x and y are the two variables having the power 14 and 14. Okay students, now today the class of the mathematics in which we learn two laws of exponent, law of product of the powers, a multiplied by m and a multiplied by n, then bases are same, powers are n. And the number 2, laws of powers of a product, if any bracket there are number of terms are present, variables are present having the same power, all of the variables having the same power, and expand them. Whole of the exercise 2.2 we have done and completed. But if any type of query or question come your mind, you ask to me and complete this exercise in your copy work till tomorrow. That means that all the students submit your weekly work, physics, Islamiyat, English as well as mathematics, and kindly inform all of your friends to be active in online classes which is conduct on the instructions of the educator NJB campus. So all the questions and exercise you have completed now.